Hello,
Hi.
my name is Auburn. This is Renee, and I have a weekly show called Auburn's Music Conversation, and this is one of the interview sessions that I do every week for the artists. So, shall we get started?
Absolutely.
Where were you born?
I was born, originally I was born, I'm sorry I had to, because it's right in my face. What can I do?
Yes.
Well, I was born in a little town called Camp Hill, Pennsylvania,
Mm-hmm.
but I usually say I'm from Harrisburg since that's pretty much where I grew up, but Camp Hill's right across the Susquehanna. So.
That was the second question. Where
Yes.
did you grow up?
I grew up in Harrisburg.
Cool. Yeah, I separate those into two separate questions because it's not always the same.
No, it's not.
Because when I ask people where are they from, they say something different than they could have been born at. And this is
That's
just
very
ridiculous,
true.
but
It's
lovely. It's shiny.
It is. It's very eye-catching.
Yes. How long have you been in Nashville?
I moved here in July of 2007, so a little over 5 years. Going on
Nice.
6 years.
And when did you decide to pursue music?
I don't think I actually ever decided to pursue music. I think it was just always there. I don't ever remember a time when I wasn't doing something with music. But actually making the decision to do it as a career would have been 2009.
I think I just had an ant on my
That's
ear.
gross.
Yeah. So,
Not really.
before you moved to Nashville, definitely an ant.
I think it's my favorite blanket, by the way.
Yes. Before you moved to Nashville, you were in the Air Force.
Yes.
For 12 years?
I was in the Air Force for 12 years. Actually, 11 and a half.
11 and a half. Oh, that's important. That
Yes.
half a year is...
It truly is. It truly is.
Man, are they just like everywhere? It's ridiculous. Okay.
You're on the blanket.
Who is your biggest musical idol?
Dare I say it?
I know this answer.
Chris Isaac,
Yes.
for certain. I mean, he's definitely somebody that I aspire to be as far as an entertainer. I mean, just great on stage, a complete presence in every aspect, on stage, off stage. I mean, but I don't know if you're going to ask it, and I don't want to answer any other questions, but obviously he's not the only person
Oh, no.
that was a huge
That's why I
influence.
said biggest.
Yes. Chris Isaac. Or the Beatles. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Do you play any instruments other than the guitar?
I do. Probably not nearly as efficient as I was, or as proficient rather. But piano. I used to play the saxophone. I still have one, which I could play if it worked. Violin. I do play the mandolin on stage and the resonator. And
Resonator?
dobro.
Never called it that.
It's a resonating body.
Gotcha. If you didn't play music, what would you do?
I'd be a mad scientist.
A mad scientist?
Mad scientist, for sure.
Good answer. Yeah. I asked this during the show, but do you come from a musical family?
Like I said, my parents and my brothers and sisters, never, I don't think any of them, my mom to this day still wishes she learns to play the piano, and she wants to learn to play the piano. But none of them were musical other than for their huge love of music. I mean, Sunday afternoons we'd sit around the record player, and play all kinds of stuff from the Beatles to Skeeter Davis, Ruby and the Romantics. Oh, and 8-tracks. They would play 8-tracks too. And Dolly Parton, Elvis, Jay and the Americans, just anything you could imagine that they had, and huge stacks of vinyl.
Awesome.
Yeah, but my grandmother was a tap acrobat in New York. She was a vaudevillian.
I'm trying to wrap my mind around that. Tap acrobat.
Yes. So she was an acrobat, she danced, and she also would sing little songs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. I would love to see that.
I would too. I have pictures. And the show, she worked with Billy Rose's Diamond Horseshoe and his troupe that went up. I think she mostly did East Coast and then Southeast and some kind of going toward the Midwest when they would do their tour. She was with the touring troupe.
Right.
And they have little dialogue or little things that they would say to present the show, and it's very interesting to look at.
All right.
Yeah.
And last in part one,
Part
we
one.
We have part 2.
Part 2? Okay.
Part 2 is a lot more fun.
Oh.
Last in part 1 is, what is your favorite color? You don't have a set answer for
White.
this? Most people do. Because they get it asked so many times
I
growing
know.
up.
Well, because it changes.
Fair enough.
It does. I mean, I would say right now it's probably lime green.
Lime green.
Yes.
So like the color of Liv's shirt, which you guys can't see.
Yes, and my water bottle.
Okay.
And the boots that I usually wear, which I've got sneakers on today, so.
Awesome. I'm gonna go get my wine glass for part 2.
Okay. Should I get my wine
Yes.
glass?
I'll get it for you.
Get that for me.
Yes.
Living down on South Street, trying to make my ends meet. Days of freedom, drunk and poor. I don't know that girl anymore. She was chasing while living. Should've.
I'm gonna stop you really quick.
Yeah. Is it here?
Yes.
Oh.
And it's driving me crazy in the thing, so I know it'll drive other people crazy. You can just start the song again.